Hey, it's the Bearded Realtor. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, so in today's video, we're going to talk about how to pick the right realtor. With there being over 1 million realtors all across the United States, how do you know how to pick that right realtor? So that's what today's video is going to be about. So stay tuned. Alright, so before we get into today's video, if you don't know me, my name is Maurice Murphy. I'm a realtor here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I go by the Bearded Realtor. Okay, so if you're feeling the content on my channel, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. So picking that right realtor, you want to ensure that you're picking the right realtor for one of your biggest investments, if not the biggest investment you'll ever make in your life. So picking that right realtor is very crucial to a good transaction. Okay, so the first thing I'll tell you, I would say, is pick the person, not the experience. What do I mean by that? Pick the person that has your best interest. Ensure that that person really has your best interest, and they're always going to make sure that they are putting your best interest first. Next thing is seek referrals from other homeowners. You want to talk to other homeowners that may have had real estate transactions that can refer you to a realtor that they use, or they can refer you to a realtor that you should stay away from. Either way, talk to other homeowners, because they definitely have firsthand knowledge of realtors that they've worked with before, and they can advise you on which ones to use or not to use. Next thing is trustworthy. What I mean by trustworthy is when you ask a question to a realtor, ensure that realtor is answering your questions directly. Ensure that they are giving you a straight answer, or at least giving you advice on the process, because you don't want an agent that's going to not really answer your questions or kind of glaze over what you asked them. So you want to ensure that they're giving you a direct answer for your question. Next thing is, and go along with trustworthy, is observe how they ask you questions. Is that agent being real pushy? Are they just trying to get you to sign some contract or sign a document? Ensure that they really taking the time to explain to you what you're signing, to ensure that you have the best knowledge to know what is going on within that transaction. Okay, so definitely observe that from that agent you have chosen or the agent you're interviewing. Next thing is look for passion. Look for a person that's very passionate about being a realtor, because more times out of none, they're going to go above and beyond to ensure that you have the best process and the best experience, and they're going to give you the best quality of service that they can for this transaction. They're going to go above and beyond. They're going to do everything it is they need to do to ensure that this transaction happens for you, and they're going to definitely advise you on how to make that happen. Because we know, as an agent, I'm the expert professional here, you're the boss. So ensure that that relationship is always established, okay? And also with that is ensure that that agent's not giving you a lot of fluff, because every transaction is not going to be easy. It's going to possibly have ups, downs, setbacks. So those things are kind of expected. And if they tell you they're not, they're probably telling you they're not telling you the truth, okay? Next thing is ensure they have clear lines of communication. If you have a question, they answer your question. If you contact them and they're busy, ensure they get back to you at least within 24 hours. Or if it's an emergency or something urgent, they get back to you within a sensible time. As long as those questions are asked during their set business hours, the agent should be getting back to you. If they're not, they're probably not a good fit for you. The next thing I would say is check their reviews. I would say the perfect place to go is Zillow. On Zillow, your reviews have to be verified through Zillow. So the review is reviewed by a client, and they actually have to sign up for an account with Zillow before they can make a review. So this ensures that you get authentic reviews from authentic clients. So there's no way for a person to go on Zillow and write these rave reviews about an agent that aren't true. They have to be verified through Zillow by that person's email. So Zillow is a great way to check that person's rating. And the last thing I would say is go with your gut. Always go with your gut, because if something leaving a little bit of doubt, or something just don't sound right, or something just don't feel right, you probably should listen to that feeling, because You don't want to get yourself in a situation where you get into a transaction and things don't go as well as they should, or there are ways that the agent could have mitigated certain situations that they didn't tell you about, or they didn't inform you or advise you about. Because we can always mitigate certain situations. Ensure you always go with your gut. Okay, so those are my tips on how to find that right agent. If you have any further questions, hit me up in the comment section below. All right, and give me a thumbs up if you find the content on my channel, and definitely hit the subscribe button. Okay, so I'm the Bearded Realtor, and I'll talk to you soon.